Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Tayshawn Mirage tracking on this fantastic Wednesday, November 15th, 2023. Right now in this video, I'm going to be giving y'all some updates. What's going to be happening to the weather pattern for the next coming days and weeks, because we're getting into a very active weather pattern, especially when getting towards Thanksgiving. We have to watch potential for some big storms, possibly severe storms if you live in the southeast. And also, I do want to talk about what's going on right now, especially for parts of Florida. You're going to have some very wet conditions this week, guys. You're going to see lots of heavy rain and very gusty winds for the east coast of Florida. So if you live on the east coast of Florida, it might won't be a beach day for y'all tomorrow, because these waves will be significant. So also, this is not the only storm you have to watch. We do need to watch a storm for back towards the northwest, but I'm not going to worry about that because that's not much of a bad storm. This one, the one moving towards Florida is what's the biggest one, because even though this does got the National Hurricane Center attention, but the potential for tropical development is low. No tropical depression in the next couple of days, no tropical storm in the next couple of days. Even if that don't happen, this will still be an impactful system. This will bring some heavy rain, anywhere from 14 to 16 inches of rain in 4 days. Yes, that's significant. Even the excessive rainfall outlook even now has a moderate risk for flooding. So even if this don't become a tropical depression, a tropical storm, it will bring lots of heavy rain. So yeah, so this low pressure that's spinning up towards in the Gulf of Mexico is making its way towards Florida. It's bringing lots of tropical moisture for parts of Florida. Even Georgia and South Carolina are getting into this too. So now let's get right towards the forecast. So right now I do want to shoot the National Hurricane Center, because yes, the National Hurricane Center, guys, is watching this. And I hate losing guys so much. I hate that, because I did get some comments in my videos about that word guys being out of my mouth so much. I'm trying my best not to lose it that much, so let's don't lose this much in this video. But right now, the National Hurricane Center is only giving us a 10% chance of formation in the next 7 days. That's pretty low chance, even though a lot of people say, that's a low chance. I don't even think that's going to develop. You got to watch it. You never know what nature could do. So it's something we need to watch. The Hurricane Center is watching it. So it's something we need to watch for potential tropical development. So now let's get right towards Florida, because right now it's going to be a wet one for y'all. Because even if this don't become a tropical depression or a tropical storm or just stay a tropical system, it's going to bring lots of heavy rainfall. The rainfall tools and fiction show you is ballistic. Now, I'm not here to hype stuff up to get views, to get subs. I'm not a hypo. I don't scare people in my videos. So just because you hear the tone of my voice, don't think I'm hyping stuff up, because I'm not. But these rainfall tools are very ballistic. So especially if you live in South Florida. That's why we have that moderate risk for flooding. So not much rain we can see now into this weekend. Well, it's going to be pretty heavy. Look at this. If you live in parts of South Florida, just east of Fort Myers, you're seeing 16 inches of rain. Look at these two pockets of purple. That's very heavy rainfall. So not only that, this whole section of Florida is going to see some heavy rainfall too. If you live on the east coast of Florida, including Palm Beach, Florida, you're going to see anywhere from 3 to 4 inches of rain, 7 inches of rain for parts of the Lake of Florida. Miami, you see lots of heavy rain too. You see anywhere from 2 to 3 inches of rain. So it's gonna bring heavy rain for y'all. So now, how about our excessive rainfall outlook? Well, even though where we got the two pockets at, there's no moderate risk. The moderate risk is for Miami, Florida, but that's because Miami is in a very prime area for flooding. They pretty prime for flooding, so that's why we got the moderate risk. So moderate risk of flooding for parts of South Florida, Southeast Florida. Look at this: parts of Miami, Hollywood, parts of let me move this out of the way. So parts of Coral Springs, Hollywood, Miami, Palm Beach, West Palm Beach. You're gonna see some heavy rain. So Palm Beach, even though you're not in a moderate risk of flooding, you're still going to see lots of rain with this system. So you're under a slightly risk of flooding. But also, we got this moderate risk. Yes, that's where we need to watch the most for flooding. So there's a 40% chance of at least flooding for y'all area. So now let's get back into the wind. Now I want to show you the winds, because yes, even though this system will be more like a rainmaker than a windmaker, if you live in parts of the east coast of Florida, you will see some pretty gusty winds with this, and also some high waves. So please stay off the beaches, especially for tomorrow, because that's where the heaviest waves would be and the strongest winds would be. So as we get farther out today, guys, not really much. We do get some pretty gusty winds throughout the day, but not as significant until tomorrow. Look at this. Wake it up tomorrow morning at 9 p.m. This is where things get ballistic. Very strong winds start making its way through the east coast of Florida. You seeing wind gusts anywhere from 30 to 40 mile per hour wind gusts, especially tomorrow afternoon. We seeing wind gusts anywhere from 43 to 42 mile per hour wind gusts. This will bring some heavy winds. So by the time we get in towards Friday, this system does start making its way out. So how big the waves will be? Well, the waves will be pretty big. So please stay off the beaches. It's not a good day to go out the beach, especially tomorrow. These waves will be big and the rip currents will be high. So stay off the beaches. We don't want no depths with this system. Not the day to go to the beach tomorrow. Look at these waves. Tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening, just off the coast of Florida, you see anywhere from 25 to 35 feet waves. So please stay off the beaches. These waves will be pretty significant, but these waves will finally start going away once the system gets out of here and the waves finally go back to normal. So now, how much rain this system can bring? Well, this system will bring some heavy rain. So the future weather is showing that, yeah. The triple R model is showing that, yes. There's going to be lots of rain for parts of south of Florida, especially in Florida Keys. Y'all seeing these heavy bands, lots of heavy rain. And this rain will continue throughout rest of the day, throughout tomorrow, until this system finally makes its way out. So by the time we get in towards By the time we get later out the day, this rain does start making its way towards South Florida. Look at this. Oh my God. Parts of Miami, y'all getting bastard with a lot of rain. Like, look at this. It's going to be raining for y'all all day, even all night, until throughout tomorrow. It's going to be a wet one. Look at this. 11 o'clock at night. Heavy band making its way towards Miami. It's going to be a lot to win. This is why we got that Murray risk for flooding, because just going to be raining for y'all all day. Lots of rain. But by the time we get in towards overnight, tomorrow morning, look at this. Still got this rain band still for parts of the east coast of Florida. But so it's going to be a wet one for y'all today and throughout tonight and through the early hours tomorrow. So now let's get right towards the main topic of this video. What the weather's going to like, because we got some big active weather powers that's coming for the next coming days. And especially when getting towards Thanksgiving week, you know a lot of people going to celebrate Thanksgiving, but a lot of people are going to travel for Thanksgiving. But I'm not saying traveling will be too much of a delay, but we still got some storms we have to watch when we get towards Thanksgiving week. So we're going to start with today. So as we get throughout today, guys, not really much happening for US-wise, but it's not really until we get in towards end of this week is when we have to start watching, because look at this. Our next system starts making its way towards the mid-Atlantic US, but that's not our main cold front right there. This is a cold front, and this will cool things down a little bit, but not as much until we get into Thanksgiving week. Look at this. Beginning of next week, here comes a system that we need to watch that starts forming up towards the south central U.S. and then start making its way towards the southeast. The potential for severe storms cannot be ruled out with this system. As it makes its way through the U.S., then the East Coast, then the Northeast, and it's out of here. So now, how about our 5 mile winds? These are winds 18,000 feet above our heads. This is where the jet stream is located. So this is a good source of tracking the jet stream and tracking troughs. So when you see a negative tip like this, like I'm showing y'all right now, if you see something look just like this, that's something we need to watch for Arctic blasts or severe storms. So we're going to see a lot of that, especially when we get into towards Thanksgiving week. So by the time we get into towards Thanksgiving week, we can see this system starts making its way through. But look at this. By the time we get into the 17th, here comes another trough that starts dipping down, but that's not a main one. Look at this, another one by the 19th for parts of the Northeast, but that's not our biggest one. And also that, look at this, guys, another trough dipping down for parts of the Southeast. Look at this, the 20th and the 21st of November. Look how strong these winds are, like very active. But look at this, another dip of a jet stream starts dipping down. Look at this, by the time we get in towards end of next week, another one. So lots of coming. So how about our 5 megabyte height anomaly? To be more detailed in this, guy, this is not temperatures. These are heights, pressure heights. So the stronger the red is, the red and orange is high pressure. The blue is low pressure and troughs. So Just because you see a lot of red, guys, to be more example, these are not temperatures. These are your hikes. The stronger the red is, the stronger the ridge of high pressure is. The stronger the blue is, the stronger the low pressure or trough is. And these are pressure hikes. Again, these are not surface pressures. So these are pressures 18,000 feet above our heads. So you can see we got lots of ridge in place for parts of the central U.S., but that will start moving out its way by the time we get towards the end of this week. We have to watch this next trough that starts dipping down, but that's not it, guys. More region starts to bear for parts of the Midwest before that final ridge starts moving out, and here comes our trough that starts moving in by beginning of next week. Look at this, very strong trough that starts to dip down towards the south central, then getting very close towards the southeast and making its way through the southeast, and behind that we got more ridge in place. So I'm pretty sure by the time we get into the 20s of next month, I'm pretty sure the climate prediction center is going to put above average temperatures because there's going to be ridging for parts of the west. So now, how about our low level jet? How strong the winds are going to be? 5,000 feet. So these are lower winds, more closer to our heads. You might as well say more close to our heads because these are winds 5,000 feet above our heads instead 18,000 feet above our head. So 5,000 feet above our head, these are winds. So by the time we get out towards the end of this week, guys, look at this. Very strong low-level jet winds moving through for parts of the northeast, but I'm not worrying about that too much because it's this system we need to watch. Look at this. By the time we get in towards the Monday, the 20th, look at this. Very strong low-level jet winds making its way through. So, look at this. If you live in parts of the mid-Atlantic, look at this. Parts of Pennsylvania and New York, very strong low-level jet winds anywhere from 70 to 74 mile per hour. Not mile per hour. 70 to 74 knots. These are very strong winds. Look up towards the Carolinas. Also seeing some very strong winds too. So we gotta watch straight for severe weather. Once the storm gets out towards the northeast, look at these winds. These winds are getting very close towards 70. These winds are getting very close towards 100 knots. So very strong low-level jet winds making its way through. So now let's get right into our overall temperatures because what the temperature is going to look like for the next coming days. So if you live in the south, waking up this morning, which is not even morning no more, but as I'm recording this video right now, which is 2 p.m. right now, it's pretty warm. Not too warm where I live at, still pretty chilly, but if you live in the Midwest, much warmer. Wake temperatures in the 60s, 70s, possibly low 80s for parts of South Texas, yes. And this warm will stick for a couple days before our final cold front starts making its way through. So by the time waking up tomorrow morning, 5 p.m. might as well say 7 p.m. because that's what time most people gets up. By the time we get into 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, when you're taking your kids to school, if you live in parts of the northeast, it's gonna be cold. If you live in the Carolinas, it's gonna be cold. If you live in the deep south, it's not gonna be too cold, but it's gonna be pretty chilly depending on what part of the deep south you live in. If you live in the Gulf Coast, probably gonna be more mild, more warm, probably 60s. But also back towards the Pacific Northwest, it's gonna be chilly for y'all. So tomorrow highs will be warm. So you may be complaining about these lows being so cold, but the highs gonna be warm. Look at this. Temperature's gonna be anywhere from 70 to 80 degrees, especially for parts of the deep south, upper 70s. Parts of the Midwest, upper 70s. So it's gonna be warm. So how about Friday morning? Waking up Friday morning, not as cold for this morning, but look at this. Here comes this next cold front that starts making its way through the Ohio Valley. So things will cool back down again after this warm up. Look at this, but look at parts of the deep south, including Arkansas, Tennessee. Temperatures in the 60s. Like that's not what you see this time of year. So that's some above average temperatures. So tomorrow highs, yes, we're gonna see temperatures farther south now because it's farther south now that cold front is coming down. So the Midwest, it won't be as warm tomorrow it won't be as warm that Friday like it is today and tomorrow. But look at this, much farther south, the warmest much farther south. Parts of the deep south, temperatures in the upper 60s to upper 70s. If you live in the deep south, upper 70s. So how about Saturday morning? Where Saturday morning Gonna be a chilly one for parts of Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, Wisconsin, Michigan. Y'all gonna be seeing some very cold temperatures as that cold front making its way through. Still pretty mild for parts of the deep south because the cold front hasn't make it all the way through y'all yet, but it's coming. But by the time we get in towards the 18th, yes, it's gonna warm back up for parts of the south because it's not our final cold front. Like I said a couple moments ago, this is not our final cold front. Our final cold front will be coming around Thanksgiving or after Thanksgiving. Look at this. By the time we get in towards Sunday, that cold front does start making its way all the way down, but that's not our biggest cold front. Then after that, how about this? We got another cold front, and this is a much bigger cold front coming down too. Look at this. Parts of the southeast, things will be warm just for the last time before this next big Arctic blast starts dipping down. Look at this. Huge cold cool down coming through. And along with that, how about another Arctic blast around the 25th of November? Yes. So now, temperature anomalies. How much above average temperature is going to be during this warmth, and how much below average temperature is going to be once this warmth is over. So during these warmth, guys, I really want to show you that, yes, by the time we get in towards Friday, this warm air starts making its way farther south because this cold front is pushing through. So we got these below average temperatures moving through, but that's not it. That's not the end of the warmth. We do got some more warm temperatures coming through as this last system start making its way through the southeast that could potentially bring out severe storms. Look at this. By the time we get in towards Tuesday, we got these above average anomalies moving through, but once this front comes through, these anomalies will slide back down and get back down to below average temperatures. And look at this. Once that storm moves through and this cold front comes through, here come these below average temperatures. So now the Climate Prediction Center. The Climate Prediction Center is saying that yes, between around Thanksgiving week, you might as well say Thanksgiving week because November 20th through 24th is Thanksgiving week. Well, for Thanksgiving week, guys, for y'all Thanksgiving week, if y'all live in the eastern U.S., you're going to be seeing slightly below average temperatures, so probably going to be a cool one for y'all for Thanksgiving week. But if you live in the west, it's going to be a warm one for y'all. So now how about precipitation? Well, if you live in parts of Florida, parts of the deep south, it's probably going to be a wet one for y'all for this Thanksgiving week. But if you live in the west, it's going to be a dry one for y'all. So how about around Thanksgiving and after Thanksgiving throughout the rest of the month? How about this? Well, not rest of the month yet because it's only going out through the 28th. But look at this. 22nd through the 28th. Well, if you live in the eastern U.S., you're going to expect some below average temperatures. If you live in the west, you're going to expect above average temperatures. So it's going to be a warm one for y'all. How about our precipitation outlook for the next 14 days? Well, look at this. We got below average precipitation for parts of the Ohio Valley and also below average precipitation for parts in the west. The Rockies, including Montana, Wyoming, and even Colorado, slightly above average precipitation. While in the south, in the eastern U.S. tip, you can see above average precipitation, especially in Florida. So now, this is going to be it for this video. I hope you like this video. Please hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you on my next video. Peace.